Oh, I'm glad I didn't hit that button again. Yeah. All right. All right. 1 second. Oh, did I not bring my water cup in the house? My pocket's not good. Fill this water. Don't see mine. Water, can you still hear me?
Yep.
All right, cool. Sorry, I had to step away for 1 second. Thought I had my water cup with me. Thought I was ready, but I was not. My apologies. My apologies. All right, let's get into it, man. No intro needed.
At
Is
all.
there an intro
You're
needed?
right.
No
I mean,
intro
shoot, it's been
necessary.
a
I
minute.
know. We're back. The boys are back. You know what I'm saying? We've been busy. Life has been life, and yo, it's another episode of It's a Black and White Thing featuring A1 and A Ward. I'm one half of the dynamic duo. I'm A1. You can follow me. I never give my actual Twitter page. That's where I am most of the time. But if you ever want to follow my personal page, not the podcast page, you can follow me AONETHELP. It's A1T Help on Twitter. You can follow the show at Brains and Bars on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. I need to show the Instagram page some love. It's been real dry over there, like a drought, a famine is existed over there. I've not posted content in a long time, but you can follow us there. You can follow the YouTube page at Brains and Bars. Search us on YouTube. Hit the notification bell. Hit the comments. Hit the likes. Share the broadcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's them boys again. You can also check us out on Instagram. I'm sorry, on the audio version of this, wherever you find a good podcast. So we appreciate you. As you can see, I got my partner, my ace with me, A Ward in the building. What's going on, man?
Yes, yes, indeed. We are. We are. The boys are back in town, man. Both of us been on the road a little bit as of late. And so it's good to be home, good to be relaxing, recharging, and getting ready for the rest of the summer and the start of the fall.
Unfortunately, man, like every fall just reminds me that winter is coming. So I'm never too enthused. I mean, football's back, and I mean, the state of college football makes me a little bit apathetic about that. Um,
Really
NFL's
though,
coming.
coming off of like
Yeah,
a national championship appearance.
man, I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'm gonna tell my truth this morning or this evening. So Saturday morning, for whatever reason, I decided to go and watch some of the clips of the Penn State Notre Dame game. And as I watched that, I'm not gonna say I got emotional because I didn't get emotional. As I get older, it is easier for me to be more emotional. But I got a little like, dang, like that was a run. That was a
Yeah.
run. And I think it's hard for me to be there. Obviously, I'm not a preseason poll guy, but they are ranked fifth in the preseason poll. I think they're overvalued. I think they've lost a lot defensively. They got a first time starter at quarterback, and the last time they did that under Marcus Freeman, it went disastrously. It did not go well. So, they replacing a lot of critical key pieces. So, like, the pessimist in me is never too excited for the start of a new Notre Dame season because it could always come crashing down. And they're starting out at Miami too, right? At Miami, A&M comes to town. I think USC is going to be better. And there's like one or two. I think Clemson. I don't think it's Clemson, but they got some games where like the top 25 in that preseason poll, I think three teams were ranked in the top 25, and then like another three teams were receiving votes.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, they have if these teams are as good as they hope and think they could be facing a lot of good competition. And with the first year quarterback, whether it's Kenny Minchie or CJ Carr, new receiving core, new defensive backfield, new defensive line, new coordinator, by the way, because Al Golden is now in Cincinnati. So yeah, man. But anyway, um, just the state of college football with all the expanding the college football playoff, the NIL stuff is a mess. It's not necessarily the kids' fault all the way. It's the adults who ruin things for the kids. So anyway, but college football is right around the corner. We are, I think, 2 weeks away after this weekend from opening kickoff. And I mean, I think opening week 1, Texas Ohio State, by the way, to start the
Wow.
season. Noon,
Wow.
noon game, by the way, not a night game, a noon game. Because again, adults, Fox wants to have the big noon kickoff high rating because they're competing against game day. So you start at Ohio State so you can pull the large number, so on and so
Is
forth.
it on
So
Saturday, the 30th?
I think so, bro. Shout out JC. Shout out Josh Carroll in the building. Um,
My
I
God.
do think that is on the 30th. Let me see.
It's Tennessee and Syracuse is the 11 o'clock game on ABC.
On the 30th?
Yeah, on the 30th. Yep. So we're basically, yeah. So it's Tennessee, Syracuse, and Ohio State, Texas. Both of them are 11 o'clock. So 11 o'clock Central.
Texas Ohio State should not be no
Yeah,
11
that's wild.
o'clock Central game. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Where are
But
they playing at? They're
at
playing
Ohio
at
State.
Ohio State. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're in Atlanta. Tennessee's and Syracuse is at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. So
I think that's going to be a good game. Syracuse, obviously, they lost. No, did
they
he
lose Kyle
leave?
McCord?
Did he? I think he might have went in the draft. Did he go? Did he declare?
Let's see.
He is gone because yeah, he's on the Philadelphia Eagles because I need to look at their depth chart because Steve Angeli, speaking of that Penn State Notre Dame game, Steve Angeli is the quarterback who came in when Riley Leonard got banged up. Steve Angeli was the quarterback that led them on the field goal drive right before half that got them their first 3 points. Um, Angeli, who had been at Notre Dame, this would have been his 4th year, I believe. So I think he was a red shirt. But he was not going to win the job over the 2 young boys, and so he left, went in the transfer portal, and he went to Syracuse.
Who did? Angeli?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, because I'm looking at this roster. I don't know how updated this is. They have 3 quarterbacks in the roster, all freshmen. So I'm
is it
guessing,
Syracuse?
yeah, Syracuse.
So yeah, I'm looking at it. Has right now it says at least on our lads, right? So on how our lads take it with the Pringle.
Yeah, I'm just on ESPN. I just clicked Syracuse team name and went to roster, so it's probably not updated.
So right now, our lads has Steve Angeli as QB1.
Okay.
There's a redshirt sophomore named Ricky Collins, and then there's 3 freshmen after that. One's a redshirt, so this is his second
Patrick
year.
Gruser, AJ Miller, and Jakari Williams.
I see Rich Beeline or Bellin, Luke Carney, Jakari Williams, Ricky Collins,
Okay, yeah. Then this must be just an old roster. Yeah, this got to be old.
and then Steve Angeli is potentially QB1. Oh, and they got the kid from Texas, Jonte Cook. He was like a 5-star recruit. That was somebody that they I think
Skill
we play
position
Syracuse
or
at wide receiver.
okay, all right.
Actually, we play Syracuse this year. Notre Dame
Hmm.
does. So again, that was a team that
I
either
was
one.
shocked that we're opening a 14.5 favorite, but I mean, we don't know what we're going to get as Aguilar, a quarterback. But Heupel usually can put somebody in there and figure it out if he's got time to. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, man, that's college football talk for y'all, man.
mhm.
We obviously we're getting more into that as we get closer to the season, as we get things kicked off. But we came here to talk a little battle rap. I mean, preseason, I call it fake football. I don't really care for fake football too much.
Yeah, you
Um,
do. Shador Sanders will be starting. You're gonna watch
I
it.
mean, I will probably not. Be honest, probably not. Like, I'm just gonna catch the highlights. That's all I need to see. Like, because here's the thing. I enjoy Twitter. Twitter is my social platform of choice, is my social media drug of choice. But I cannot deal with. I feel like I need to come up with like a social media commandments for following sports because the sport does not bug me. The people online do, and all of the think pieces, and all the hot takes, and then all the meme artists who are going to be online, whether Shador kills it or whether he struggles or in between, are going to just piss me off. It's going to make me angry. To the point where I feel like maybe I should just leave social media during football season and come back. After football season is over. But I might tune in if I can catch like his first series. I might watch the first series, see how it goes, change the channel, try to catch the second series. Like I'm not going to be consistently watching it. So
Yeah. I always wonder too: is he playing with second and third string guys, or is he playing with
Yes, he's not playing with the starters. I've seen the reporting is that it's going to be second and third string. Shout out Mama Ward in the building. Uh, it's going to be second and third string, so it's fine. You know, Joe Flacco's supposed to be the starter, so you know.
Let's go.
But all right, man. Shout out to preseason football. Y'all enjoy it for me. Tell me how it goes. Like I said, we got out for the Hall of Fame game last Thursday, and I said, you know I love y'all because I came out the house to sit with y'all and watch fake football, the first fake football of the season, which I could care. I don't care. Shout out to Trey Lance. Trey Lance did well. You know, I
Yep.
should have worn my Trey Lance jersey to the spot,
That would have been
but
fun.
but yeah, man. But yeah, let's talk about this battle rap, man. Well, before we do all that, man, let's just talk about your summer, right? Because again, we haven't had a show. I did a show right after the NBA Finals ended, and then we haven't done anything since. So how's your summer been? Like I know you've been all over the country. You've been everywhere, man.
Yeah, it's been a busy summer. Not even necessarily battle rap wise. We kicked off I guess what you would consider my first battle of the summer being maybe Tariq. Maybe Tariq was what was he? June, maybe. I'd say.
Let's Yeah, maybe. Like, listen,
Yeah.
don't give me the line.
Yeah. And so, we had Tariq on iBattle, then we followed up July 4th or July 5th against Coffee. And then we followed up a couple weeks after that, Barstool, Geechee Gotti, the compliment battle. So I think so far there's been three battles probably that you would consider in the summer. I know summer technically starts June 21st, so maybe that Tariq battle happened a little before it.
End of May 31st was when that
Oh, so he was
battle
the last.
took
Okay, so
place.
yeah.
It dropped
Oh,
last month though. It dropped a month
yeah.
ago.
Yeah. So yeah, not necessarily a whole lot of battle rap. I mean, granted, I was supposed to battle Brad News, and that didn't happen. But we got another battle this weekend that's still part of the summer. So we'll end the summer with JC. So Tariq, Geechee Gotti, Coffee, and JC is not a bad four spot there for the last 3 months. Yes, not the real JC, the fake JC. I'll be battling the fake JC this weekend. The real JC is in the comments. Shout out to my guy. But outside of that, yeah. What up, Rufus? That's my dog right there. You remember the old Chappelle skit when he's like, "We're gonna go to Pennsylvania." Man, remember he was doing the
It was the Howard Dean.
yeah.
You know what? Never seen the Chappelle show.
Really?
I've
Right.
only seen I've seen the Milkman skit. I've seen the oh man, the Wayne Brady skit. That is it. That's all I've ever seen. It's only two skits. I
Yeah.
watched when Common, Kanye West, and I think Most Def performed. Other than that, I've
Hey.
always said someday I was going to watch it, and I never got to it. Got around
Oh,
to
yeah,
it.
you're missing out. Oh, you're missing out. But yeah, outside of that, went to Vegas, went to Tennessee twice, just got back from Oklahoma, from the lake. So moving around quite a bit, outside of the battles. And then got some more moving around to do. So it's been tiring, but it's just been, I mean, it's fun, bro. Like being busy is it's a blessing, Um I wouldn't trade it for sitting around asking myself when's the next time I'm gonna get to go out of town or gonna get to go see, you know what I mean? I wouldn't trade it for that. Um
Yeah,
I think the biggest thing is um just constantly being mindful of like health, health and rest. And just like the older I get, it's just not, flying it takes a little bit out of you, but I've been driving a lot lately and those long trips and stuff like that. And just trying to get back and get a few days under your underbelt to recharge is tough whenever you're working as much as I am because I'm always writing. So
yeah. Shout out to that, man. Shout out to that. As for your boy, I'm not as well traveled as Ward, but I did go to Vegas.
Yep.
Had a little fun there for a couple of days. My wife got tickets to the Beyonce concert. I did not go to go this time to the Cowboy Carter Dome. But Vegas reminded me that it's a place I want to retire to. It's always warm. I can sit in sports books. I don't have to gamble. I don't feel the need to gamble. And I can just sit and people watch and have conversations all day with people, to be honest with you. Really dope time in Vegas. I hung out with my son, took him to Vegas for the first time, which is an interesting experience.
That's gotta be
Um,
cool.
yeah, when you walk through a casino and you see like on the wall a head to toe advertisement for a gentleman's club, not not expecting that, right? And then right after now, mind you, we've been in Vegas now maybe 5 hours, right? So we landed like super early in the morning. Uh and so, we're in our casino or hotel, which obviously has a casino attached to it. Leave there, start to walk the strip, run into that. My son says, I got to use the restroom. We go to the restroom in a different casino, see that ad there, come out, keep walking. Then, as we walk, there are male and female strippers. The male strippers have their shirts off, the women are scantily clad, and they're like trying to get people to come to their
Take
spot. And so
pictures.
my son goes, "Why did you bring me here?"
Let's go. Let's go. What was your
So,
response?
I didn't have a response. I just had to laugh. I mean, what I'm like, well, we're going to have a bonding experience, not over what you see now, but we're going to have a bonding experience. So we ended up doing some cool stuff. We did some Illusion Museum stuff. We
Yeah.
went and saw the Jabberwockies perform, which was super dope.
All right.
I got called out to sing "Baby Got Back." So
Really? Where at?
during the Jabberwockies performance, like they have like an American Idol type thing, right? So like you have music, like they have songs, and so they walk through the crowd and they just randomly pick people, right? And it leads to this grand finale. Me and my son are sitting there. He is sitting there because he doesn't want to get picked. So like he's like this.
Yeah.
He's got his
Yeah.
head down. I'm playing it cool, like, man, come on, don't pick me, dog. And then he walks up to me, he taps me on the shoulder, and he does this. And I'm like, dang. So, get up, get the mic. And, first I
There's
thought
no video footage of this anywhere.
my son did not film it. But yeah, so like at first it hit on Frank Sinatra My Way, and I was like, okay, that's not bad. I don't know
Yeah.
this song.
Yeah.
But then like it like scratched like a DJ would, and it jumped to Baby Got Back. And
They
I'm like,
stereotyped the hell out of you, didn't
yeah, so we get to Baby Got Back, and so I did the karaoke thing with it, whatever.
He's gonna remember the vacation where he saw strippers and then went and saw his dad sing "Baby Got Back."
Yeah, man, but we had a good time. It was just me and him. Like we met with my wife, and she was with her cousins. They had their own space. We had our own space, and so we just met up to when we ate to eat food, eat breakfast and lunch and or dinner, or whatever. So yeah, man, good time, good time.
Good stuff.
But anyway, that kind of wraps up my summer. So let's talk about these battles, man. First, we're gonna start with what you got going on this weekend. Man, JC, it was crazy. Yeah, Baby Got Back. Yeah. So this weekend you will be in Ohio.
Yes, Dayton, Ohio, on the Public Influences card. Man, I don't even know the name of I guess it's Road to Geechee still. I mean,
it's Final Destination, the
Final
Road to
Destination.
Geechee. Yep, Final Destination.
Yep.
So help me understand this, right? So there is a pay-per-view because I do see that there is a $50 for the pay-per-view. So if you want to get the pay-per-view, you can grab that. Shout out to them, although I might need some more information exactly on how you get the pay-per-view. So let's see. I'm on their Instagram right now, so I'm gonna have to, because it says ticket information in the bio. Because I see these MetaQuest VR headsets, right? Because ultimately this battle is going to be released on the headset, right?
Correct. Yep.
Okay. And so you're facing JC. So let's talk about that battle before we talk about some of the other ones on the card. So you versus JC. What
Man,
do you think?
it's weird because for years, I mean, I would argue probably for the last 6 years, like A Ward and JC to me is like a headlining, a bigger card type battle. I say that to say battles don't always, end up being what you envision them to be. What happened was we were supposed to battle different opponents on the last event. We were paid. I was supposed to battle Bad News. He was supposed to battle Jay Moore. Both of our opponents backed out. And this is a new league. New leagues really can't afford to take huge financial losses like that and to be putting thousands and thousands of dollars into two battles that just don't happen. And so, in order to help the league, kind of recoup some of that, since we both were ducked, myself and JC worked with the league to, basically take what we've already been paid and put together a battle against each other. So to get them some content, they're the guys that run this league are really solid, really good dudes, man. They took great care of me, even though my opponent backed out. Flights were nice, hotels was nice, paid for Ubers, like little things that you would expect all the leagues to do. They were just upfront about it. They were willing to, work afterwards, made sure I was good if I needed anything. So when it comes to like doing great business like that, I don't mind going out of my way to ensure that, they get a battle and get content. And so I think, what we're going to see this weekend is, me and JC definitely putting on and giving them some good content for the metaverse, I guess you would call. The card is kind of stacked with a bunch of like really high names, top names. The event, the finals for the Road to Geechee, they did a local contest, a local tournament bracket, and a guy named Fats won it.
Oh, it's Fats. I didn't know if it was Fats or Fate. Okay.
I think it's Fats. Yeah.
Gotcha,
I think last time I saw him battle, they were name flipping Fats a lot. But yeah, so he ended up winning the local tournament, and he gets to face Geechee Gotti. And then you got, Av and Chilla Jones. You have Tay Rock and Quest McCody, Enes and Rum Nitty, New Jersey Twerk, and what is now Cash Money instead of Matt Myron. You got Coffee Brown and I don't know how to pronounce the name. Aeon
Moore. I'm showing this Aeon Moore. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, very stacked card. Promotion. They do a good job of promoting. I think the disconnect is just like knowing that the battles will not be on YouTube and will be on like the meta world. I think there's somewhat of a disconnect with bloggers and fans and just with, because this card on paper anywhere else is like you slap another league's name on it, a big league, and everybody's tuned in. You know what I mean? And for me, they deserve the attention, but kind of like you said, it's not like on a Rap Grid pay-per-view, so it's not being promoted on Rap Grid where everybody knows where to go to get Battle Rap pay-per-view, and it's a situation where the content is going to live in the metaverse, on the Oculus or whatever MetaQuest, whatever that app store is going to live there for people to watch rather than on YouTube. So great opportunity. They could be cool. Obviously never had a battle shot with those type of cameras before. So excited to, I've seen the cameras. There's nothing new. You're just battling normal, but it's just being able to put on the Meta headset or whatever and kind of watch battle rap. I think that's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm excited. That Dayton crowd is it's kind of like a bigger Kansas City crowd. It's got like the local battle rap feel. A lot of people are there for the locals because they follow local battle rap more than they really do big time battle rap. And that's really cool because you get guys in there that have followings, 20, 30, 40 people. Fats might pull up with, I think he's from Columbus or Cleveland, so he might pull up with 20 or 30 people. But yeah, it's a really good opportunity, really good card. So I'm excited.
That's what's up. Yeah, like I mean, I'm definitely interested in Tay Rock versus Quest McCody. I saw a little bit of an interview that Tay Rock did, I believe, with 3 Letterman. And Quest was talking a little spicy. You know what I'm saying? Ab versus Chilla Jones. Okay.
Like Quest has been on no pun intended. Quest has been on a quest. Like he's literally his last 4 or 5 battles have been, Solo, Av, Rum Nitty, Danny Myers, Like the names that he's went up against his last 4 or 5 battles have been top names, and he's done nothing but put on. So whatever league he's on. So I'm excited to see him in Tay Ruck.
For sure, for sure. I take it you're going with Quest.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure, shout out to 72. I'm pretty sure you're going with Chilla over Av as well.
Yep.
Have you ever seen Aeon Moore battle? I've never seen Aeon Moore battle, so I apologize to her.
I have, but I'm not full battles. Her and Coffee though should be pretty good. She's good. If I'm not mistaken, was she not on Bags and Bodies, or was she on she was on something, I believe.
So are there more than, because people share names. So I didn't know if that was another name.
It might be. I might be getting them mixed up. I feel
So
really bad.
and if it's the same person, please forgive us. Like I apologize. Like I'm not a battle rap blogger, man. I happen to watch battle rap, but I'm not watching it in depth like that. No disrespect, because I got a life to live. When I first got into it, I watched everything. I was every weekend I was shelling out $50 bucks, $60 to watch pay-per-views. These days I catch what I can when I can. So no disrespect to anybody. Let's see who else we got on this card.
Romnitty E Ness, weird style clash.
I like that battle though. I like that battle. E Ness is always entertaining. One of the best flows in battle rap.
Yeah.
Obviously, Nitty's an alien. You know what I mean? What? So here's the one. If I had to say I'm going to pick an upset, T-Top versus Pain.
Yeah,
I would take Pain in that battle.
I watched Pain versus Cortez, and then I watched Pain versus Shotgun Suge, and I'm just like, bro, they gave you Tez and Shotgun Suge, and these are two guys you should have came out here and whooped. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you're trying to get from where you've been to the next level, and he just wasn't impressive to me in either one. And I've seen Pain be impressive before. So I don't know where he's at with his writing or performance or who he's sparring with or what. I think Pain has been at times like really good. Back when I seen him in RBE and some of the other platforms I've seen him on. I watched him do the Crucible trials. I'm pretty sure I picked him because like he was fire there too. These last times that I've seen him like up against, like the legends that they're giving him, I've just seen more of a pedestrian type performance. Now he hasn't choked or anything like that. He's in there rapping, but I'm just like, bro, like this is where, you don't have the RBE, the bricks, the whatever this is. You don't have that buzz. Like you have to start creating it yourself now. And so because I didn't see him capitalize on Cortez or Suge, in my opinion, I don't see, outside of, I mean, he might win the battle, but I just don't know that I think that's going to be contention on what T-Top pulls up.
Listen, respectfully to T-Top, I've been around you battle rappers enough to know smaller league, decent name, you're probably pulling up on like 70%. And the charisma is going to give you the extra 30 to cross the finish line.
Yeah.
Pain, this is your opportunity.
Yeah.
This is your opportunity, man. Like, again, I remember back when the bricks first started to fall apart, RBE Pain was kind of one of the first ones to be like, man, they didn't market me right. Or I shouldn't say that. I don't want to put words in his mouth. But he was not necessarily pleased with the process. And so, obviously Wars of battle rappers giving his opinion. I didn't see those battles myself. The last time I saw you were dope. I was there the day you did the Crucible. I took notes as if I was one of the judges. You were one of the guys that stood out to me. Whether I would have said you made it to the next round or not, whatever. But you stood out to me that day. And hopefully you show up in that bag, like you said, because if you want to make a name for yourself, you gotta, when you get the big names, right? I'm not saying you gotta smoke them, but you have to make an impression on the big names. So yeah, man, hopefully you show up in your bag. I got you winning a battle, right? So granted, in the grand scheme, I'm nobody, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Averb. I'm just a black man, but smoke them. All right. So last one, Cash Money. Again, sorry to that man. I've never seen you battle before. No disrespect. All I would say to you is this.
You might have seen him battle before. Nah. He battled on the Connects back in the day. him, LOS, Black Gemini, and another guy pulled up and battled like a Jay. They battled Dakota Hussein. Who else? There was like they battled a maybe LT. Maybe I don't know. Maybe you didn't come to that Connects event. I thought you might have, but
I mean, again, respect to the connects.
this was back
Respect
when you were watching battle rap all the time, though. That's what I'm saying.
Listen. Just because I watched a lot of battles don't mean I remember everybody. Because that's a long time ago. A lot has taken place since you talking about Dakota Hussein. Like, you know how long I have not seen Dakota Hussein since y'all battle.
Yeah.
Now maybe he's battled since then. I ain't watched a Dakota Hussein battle since then. So again, no disrespect to anybody. I mean, shout out to JC. JC said Cash is crazy. Okay, so
sounds good, but not so fast. Not so fast.
Listen,
you give Twerk the name Cash to flip.
Cash money too.
I mean,
cash money.
I mean, yeah. At the end of the day, he's going to have 4 around, and that's all he needs. It's all he needs.
Yeah. So
Cash Money is battling Loso in the next round of Fonz tournament. So,
okay.
Yep. So they battle each other in the next round. I don't know when that is. I assume it's in August, since they battled last month. So Cash Money's got a pretty, I mean, he's the kind of guy probably who's used to writing a lot, being ready to go a lot, And don't get it twisted. I think Cash Money is dope. I've seen him battle a handful of times. I think he's talented.
I'll say this: having Twerk and Loso on your resume is pretty dope in 1 year. So you have. I put it to you like this, Cash. You got an opportunity to build some major buzz going into that Loso battle. And so my thing is this: Twerk is going to have, even if Twerk shows up on 60%, that 60% can still beat a lot of people's 80 and 90%. So just survive the bombs when they land, and
keep rapping.
And be entertaining. Like, you got to be entertaining yourself. Like, you can't allow Twerk to intimidate you. His presence, his stature, I understand all of that. He's barking on you. The crowd they're eating out of the palm of his hand because the crowd loves Twerk in every setting. But when it's your turn, man, you got to make them forget at least one of them haymakers, at least one of them. So, but good luck to you, man. I will be tuning in. I'm gonna get my pay-per-view. I posted links in StreamYard. I think it showed up everywhere except for Twitter, maybe. I forget where I can't. Some destinations I can't post to. But I can. So my Facebook profile is where it did not show up to, but it did show up on YouTube, and it does not show up on Twitter. So I'll post the link on the Brains and Bars Twitter page. To get the pay-per-view is $50. I am very interested once the battle is ready to post on Meta. I have a VR headset, so I'm very interested to watch what that looks like. And so, yeah, man, check them out. It is Final Destination, The Road to Geechee Gotti, Public Influence Battle Leagues going down this Saturday in Dayton, Ohio. If you are in Dayton, or I don't know how far Columbus is from Dayton or Cincinnati, if you're in the surrounding area, man, if you can make the couple-hour drive, pull up. Go check. I mean, this is big-time battle rap in Dayton, Ohio, which is not in Ohio in general. Shout out to Fonz. I know he's got his league in Cleveland. But I mean, again, like Dayton, you got some big names. You got the reigning Cody showing up. You got the previous Cody before him pulling up. I believe Rum Nitty won before Tay Rock, right? I'm not making that up.
Yeah, Geechee, the one before him.
Yeah, you got a 3-time Cody winner. You have people like yourself and JC who have been on the list. Coffee, the Wodies in the building. New Jersey Twerk, one of the most electrifying. Legend, Chilla Jones, Av, Legend. Like, you have T-Top, Legend. You got top tier battle rap in your city this weekend, man. So pull up. I'm not sure why Mama Ward said you can rhyme. Oh my gosh, never mind. Never mind. Oh my gosh. My bad. Had I put 2 and 2 together, I probably wouldn't have put that on the stream. But
yeah.
My bad. My apologies.
Let's go, Mom.
Yeah. we gonna keep it moving, man. We gonna keep it moving. All right,
Mhm.
real quick before we jump into the another event that's going on this weekend. I gotta find. I could have swore I sent myself the flyer, but now I can't find it. Of course, but let's talk about. Did you get a chance to watch all of Kayshawn versus Shotty Horror?
No, I did not. I didn't watch it yet. The only battle I watched is JC and Nick G.
So I didn't get a chance to watch all of their thirds, but the first two rounds, very, very entertaining battle. Go to rapgrid.com. Shout out to Kayshawn. His first event for his new league took place this weekend. Lots of fits and starts, but they finally got it launched. And Sharon, I heard, went crazy, had a really good battle. And I saw his hit list. His hit list, he's got some big names, including Lux, included Beloved on that list. But I got a chance to watch those two rounds, man. And Shotty, if you have not ever watched Shotty Horror battle, I've watched a few Shotty battles in the past. He was really good, man. He was rapping really, really well. The intro to his second had some bombs in it. And shout out to him for fighting through the crowd. The crowd was there to see Kayshawn. They were going crazy for Kayshawn. But Shotty has some really good material in that battle. And I saw more than a few Shotty 2-1s in that battle. And he paid respect to the New York crowd. Um, so if you get a chance, man, go to rapgrid.com. Let me make sure I get this right because I don't want to screw it up. But
Rebirth
go
of a
to rap
culture. I think it was
rebirth
Rebirth of a
rebirth
culture.
of a culture. I don't know the league name, so my apologies. Is that the name of the league?
I don't
Against
know
all
if he
odds.
even.
Against all odds is the name of the league. K
Okay.
Shine's new league. You got Reed Dollars versus Sharon. Sharon went crazy. Big T Series Jones. Nick G versus JC. And then the main event was K Shine versus Shotty Horror, man. So go and get that VOD.
Shout out to
Go
four
check
battle
that out.
cards. Man. Shout out to four battle
Yeah, $40,
cards.
dollars $40 to get that. Go check that out, man. Like I said, K Shine was back. And like I said, if you haven't seen Shotty, if that's your introduction to him, it was a really, really, really good battle. The last thing I want to jump into before we get into this Doc Row card is shout out to URL. URL Summer Madness going down in London. First announcement.
Working luck.
Huge,
Waves.
huge announcement. Beloved and New Jersey Twerk, man, going down in London. September, I think 21st. September, this is Sunday, right? Sunday?
Yeah, I think it's like September 21st. Yeah. Yeah.
Sunday. So September 21st, going down in London, man, at the Steel Yard. Um, and then announced the next second battle from that card today. The face smacks number one gunner Tay Rock going up against Fonz, man.
Fonz.
So your
That's
initial
fire.
thoughts on those first two battles on that card.
That first one is just nuts. I mean, but that's what you have to do coming with an event a week after Mook and Hitman, like that
Mm,
forces your hand. I mean, your Summer Madness, your URL, like you're gonna throw what's considered the Super Bowl or the biggest event in battle rap, the week after Mook and Hitman, like you got to find a way to upstage that. You know what I mean? Not even upstage that. You got, bro? Are you chilling? Oh, okay, cool. You got to find a way to upstage that. So I'm excited. I'm excited for that, and then I'm excited for Fonz. Honestly, like to get Tay Rock on Summer Madness. Like that's the face of URL. You get to go in there. I don't know if Fonz has battled overseas before, but if he has, dope. But I mean, it's going to be interesting to kind of see. I think that's another thing that, like, giving a lot of credit to Shotty Horror is like, not only did he come and battle K-Shine on his return, but Shotty Horror's accent, his, the things he raps about, some of the words he says are always going to be barriers in a New York crowd already. And you're going against the hometown favorite. So to win over a crowd with like the dialect barrier is insanely hard to do. And so there's going to be some things that guys like Fonz, if it's his first time over there, are going to have to adapt to, with an all London crowd. So, yeah, man, but those are two really, really, really good announcements. So I would love to
for
see Iron
sure.
Solomon on the next one. I would love to see Iron Solomon on the next one.
Man, shout out Iron, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like I said, anytime uh Lux is outside, man, it's a celebration. And shout out to him. What he was outside last year versus Rum. Now again, so I mean, I don't know how often in this current era that we see Lux outside in consecutive years. So again, appreciate this. If you don't understand just how big of a MC and how highly respected Lux is, I just want people to go back and listen to the way people had those compilations of people reacting to Kendrick Lamar during the beef. I would really like to see a compilation of people reacting to Lux when he jumped on Joey Batman, when he jumped on Joey's record, dissing some of those West Coast guys when he got at Daylight. When you hear that beloved and you hear Mickey, like Mickey's is probably my favorite. Mickey's like, Fox, he got locked, right? Like he starts running around. I watch Screwface if it was Gene or John. I watched Screwface. I watched his. When he heard it, he stops it. He went and put on like the kente cloth. He went and put on the kufi. Like when Lux steps outside, it's truly an event. And I mean, he's one of the goats for a reason. So I'm super excited about that. And obviously, I mean, Fonz, one of the best punchers in the world. For my money, is still Nitty. But Fonz is definitely up there. And, it's Rock. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's me. It's
Me.
Rock. You know what I'm saying? And so you're always going to get a great Rock whenever he steps outside. So I'm super excited to see that battle. I believe Watch Battle Live is probably going to be the site again. Shout out to URL, bring it back, taking it back. Like that's when I first got into the culture. Watch Battle Live was a spot for all of the battles. So I'm pretty sure it'll be on watchbattlelive.com for all the people back in the States to tune in. Hopefully for us in the States, that means we'll get an early start because they're going to be ahead of us. So hopefully that means early start, which means we can get this over with before 7, 8 o'clock at night. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, man, that's dope. Super excited, man. Lux probably has the greatest freestyle on Flex ever. I'm not sure there's a greater freestyle on Funk Flex
Yeah,
than that one.
it's top 3 guaranteed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know I'm gonna say Loaded Thought. Black Thoughts is really high up there.
Like
Mickey's to me is slept on because
Mickey's is really good. Corey
I think the
Guns is really
content.
good.
Oh, yeah. So I mean, Mickey's I feel like is really slept on because he rapped about having good credit and taking care of finances, and that's a great spot to decide to drop those gems. So, but yeah, man, check out urltv.tv, man. App Game, what up? Get your pay-per-view if you're going to be in London in the building. Your boy might have to make a, yeah.
Quit pump faking, bro. You're not going
Lux
out
is
there,
outside.
man.
Lux is outside. I might have to make my London debut as well.
Send me your ticket confirmation and I'll buy one the next day. Send it to me.
Royce's freestyle on Flex was really good as well, for sure.
Very good. Very.
Listen, one thing I will say though was walking the strip. I finally got my Nottingham Forest kit. It's not clean right now. I have to get it washed, but I brought my Nottingham Forest jersey and was walking down the street, and this guy stopped me and goes, "Yo, is that Forest? You have a Forest kit on?" I'm like, he's English guy. He was painting on the street, like crazy good too. I probably should have bought one. And we had a conversation about Nottingham Forest. So, what I'm saying? Shout out to the Forest. So, I might make a trip over to Nottingham Forest to see them play, make my EPL URL London debut. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's get into it. So let's jump into this next event. Shout out to Doc Q he manages a bunch of different artists. I think the most prominent of them is Eunice. He is throwing a card along with Syndicate Billionaires. They're throwing a card that is going down also in Ohio. I'm about to hit Armand up. Yeah, this is going down in Columbus. I might have to hit Armand up and see if he can pull up, man. But going down in Columbus, and this is a really, really, really good card. Some names that you might not be familiar with, but it is headlined by Eunice versus Los Cream. So I'm gonna ask you. You've seen Los battle in person, right? Because I feel like he was on a card. You guys are on the same card together at one point?
I saw Los battle in person when I battled Appa. He actually battled on the card with me and Tariq, but I left before he battled because we had to get back. But when he was battling Danny Myers, and I think he was going
He
kind
was
of crazy on
That might
Danny
have been
Myers.
his breakout. I think that might have been his breakout performance versus Danny
Yeah.
Myers. He went viral after doing for the clips from that Danny battle. So how do you call this battle? Eunice versus Los Preem.
I got Eunice, man. I just think Eunice does a lot more. I think Los is going to get in there and he's going to punch. He's going to punch at a high rate. He's going to do it very well. I think he does punch very well. I think he does write very well. I don't want to call it gas because he deserves it, but I do think that he looks a lot better on iBattle. But I just think Eunice does it all, man. I just think he does it all, and he's just really, really good. He's in that zone right now. I watched him on the compliment battle. He was one of the better compliment battle guys from the whole night. Watch him against Chess. I just feel like he's creating and making great art, putting together great rounds. And yeah, if I had to bet on it, I'm taking the guy who's got a little bit more on his tool belt than the other guy. So I'm going with Eunice.
Yeah, I agree, man. I listened to his space. This is before the chess battle was announced, but it was just a conversation about him battling chess, and people were like, "Man, I don't know." When Chess steps on that big stage, and he's got like three different slogans, and so when he goes, "Chess is home," right, and the crowd finishes the rest of it for him, like, "What are you going to do?" And he said, "I got to rap too, right? I get to go after he's done with all that." And he backed up all the talk he had in that space. He backed it up on that stage versus Chess, man, and got, I think, a 30. I mean, from when I watched it in the moment in that first time, I had him 3-0. And so yeah, man, I got Eunice as well because, like I said, I think he's more well rounded. Shout out to Appa. He can get in and out of different pockets. He raps really well. He schemes really well. He punches really effectively. And while he may not punch, like you said, as much as Los, he makes them count when they land.
Yeah.
So this is Doc Q Road. He is a battle rap manager. This also in conjunction with Syndicate Billionaires going down in Columbus, Ohio. So I got Los in this battle. Let me see. I'm sorry, excuse me. I got Eunice in this battle. Let's see what else we got on the card.
Did you see my
Justice
chat?
versus
Did you see my
Wusa.
comment in the chat? Just a heads up.
Hold on. You hit me on Telegram?
Just like there's a chat in the StreamYard. My bad.
Oh, which one I need to see?
There's just that one chat. It says private chat studio. Anyway, it's not that private. I was just saying I'm about to get my hair cut in like 15 minutes. So I got about 15 minutes. Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah, we'll be done before then.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man, like Wusa versus Justice. Who you got now?
Justice. I like Wusa, but I'm late to the Wusa hype train. I think Justice is very, very good. I've seen him live when I battled Truffaut. Really good. Saw his material verse next. Really good. Yeah. So I'm going with Justice on that one.
I am too. Justice has had a breakout. Him and Hansel was one of the better battles. That was like early. I'm gonna say January this year. Him versus Hansel, really good battle. A battle that going into, I had Hansel. He got that battle, which I believe might have been a judge battle that he won. He just had some really good performances this year. He's really been showing out. I like Wusa, but I'm going to go with Justice. And shout out to Wusa, man. I saw he said he sprained his knee, but he's still pulling up to perform this weekend. So prayers and much success. Hopefully that you can get through that performance by being limited.
Definitely.
So this next gentleman I've never heard of before, never battled. Sorry to this man. I have heard of his opponent, Jack Boy Maine versus Zeke. How you feel about this one?
I don't know if it's Gunhood Zeke or if it's just Zeke. I'm not sure. Jack Boy is a professional. I'm not familiar with Zeke. To me, Jack Boy does a great job at entertaining and saying a lot of nothing. And I assume that he's going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to take Jack Boy off the strength of like it being levels. And if I don't know Zeke, if it's Gunhood Zeke, I still probably got Jack Boy. But if it's somebody that I'm just not familiar with, then I'll be excited to kind of see.
You got caught in the matrix. He froze up on me.
You froze up on me. Mic check. 1, 2, 1. Ooh, there we go. You're back.
Yeah. Okay. We each froze up because you froze. All
Yeah,
right.
that's funny.
All right. So, all right, cool. So I'm saying I'm going with Jack Boy. I don't really have much to add to that. Zeke, this is your opportunity to make a fan out of me. Mozzie
Mhm.
versus Foots. I think this is a sneaky battle. I'll go first. I got Foots. I really like Mozzie. I actually would like to see URL give him a little bit more of a push, get him against some of these gatekeepers and see if he can make his mark. I'm not saying that he is like Eunice, but again, I like Mozzie. When I watch him battle, I'm entertained, some sneaky good punches, but I'm gonna go Foots just because I haven't seen Foots in a while, and Foots is already kind of he's made his mark, right? Like he's making his mark in the culture. He's a little bit more of a vet, more of a
Yeah.
vet than Mozzie at this point. So I'm gonna go Foots.
I'm gonna take the upset. I'm gonna go Mozzie. I've seen a couple of his joints, his last joints, and he's kind of in that like chip on my shoulder. Like y'all are gonna find out who I am by the end of this year, and so I'm gonna say that he's gonna take this battle a lot more serious than Foots and come out with a W.
Prez Mafia versus P Black. I'll be quick. P Black, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Prez, I'm not familiar with
Mafia.
your work, sir.
Yeah. I'm not either. I'm not either. Also, the funny thing is, I actually have no clue of which side any of these people are on outside of Eunice and Los Supreme. So I don't know who's Syndicate and who is Doc Q Row. So I'm not even playing favorites.
Yeah. Sorry. Ghost versus Nakim the Prophet.
Ooh, this is gonna be probably possibly battle of the night.
Yeah, I remember Ghost from the Crucible.
Yep.
Um, he was one of those names that I thought were decent, but not necessarily the one I would have chosen. I've seen a couple of his battles since then, not bad. I've seen Nakim more recently. I'm gonna go Ghost. I think Ghost is a Doc artist. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
I think
Ghost
so
on
too.
this one.
Ghost is also from Ohio. So he's a hometown guy. He's from Columbus as well. Like so, he's a real like it's his he just got ducked at the last event. He was out there supposed to battle Dot Everything when I battled Coffee Brown. So he's definitely probably clipped up. And so it's gonna be one of those things. Is we're gonna see like Nakim's another guy similar to Los Supreme, punches a lot. It's very successful in eye battle. And we're gonna see if that delivery, that cadence, and that constantly 2 4 bar punches or whatever goes over just as well, in a more neutral setting. So I'm gonna take Ghost off the strength of I know he's clipped up and he's really kind of pissed off. He's been ducked 2 or 3 times this year, and he's gotten a lot better since the Crucible.
Yeah, so Nakim and Los 2-on-2 partners, by the way. You can watch some of that work on iBattle. Shout out to iBattle. But yeah, I agree. All right, let's keep it moving. We got a couple of more to go. KD versus Mallory X. So I have watched maybe a round of Mallory X. Again, my apologies. These last 2 battles after this one, my bad, y'all. My bad. I will be tuning in to watch y'all for the first time.
KD like KD.
I'm assuming it's KD. Hopefully, there's not a second KD. That would really make me mad because I'm
Yeah.
taking KD off the strength of that. By the way, shout out to KD. Just announced he's taking on Ill Will.
Yep.
Oh, that battle's not happening. Never mind. Thank you, JC. Appreciate you. But
Yeah.
anyway, in other news, KD is battling Ill Will September 28th in St. Louis, man. So that's a great look for him. If I don't make my London debut, I might make a road trip. I might
Yeah.
make a road trip. Anyway, so let's keep it moving. Again, Tomboy versus Sinatra. Tomboy sounds. Did you battle Tomboy?
No, but thanks for just assuming anybody that's you're this is on the I don't really know them list. It's probably someone I battled.
Oh, the last name you absolutely have battled. The last name Sinatra, you absolutely have battled. So I'm not familiar with either one of
Yeah.
them. So Tomboy, Sinatra, good luck to both of y'all. I hope may the odds ever be in your favor.
All right. Who's the last one?
The last battle is Ratchet Rico
Let's go.
versus Glory.
Glory? Never heard of Glory. Never heard of Glory.
Nope. I've heard of Gloria from Kendrick Lamar.
Yep. Ratchet Rico 3-0.
I have seen a Ratchet Rico.
You have.
I've seen a Ratchet Rico battle.
These are the facts.
Yeah, yeah. So hey, I got Ratchet Rico, man. But good luck to Glory. Shout out to JC. JC's been very helpful in these. Tomboys from the Spaces. Sinatra got smoked by Kang. Well, why would you put Sinatra out there like that, JC? Like,
Yeah,
why,
come on.
of all the information you're gonna put out there, you couldn't find like a good W for Sinatra. You couldn't find he was decent.
JC.
He got smoked by Kang on OSBL because that's what he wants out in the ether. JC, I'm gonna send this to Sinatra. Just because you put his name out there like that bad. We don't know this man. We're trying. He's got to make a good first impression on us, and you out here talking about he got smoked. Real good friend you are, JC. Yo, man, that's
jam-packed
our
weekend,
time.
man.
Yeah, jam-packed.
That's our time, but also y'all we didn't get to touch on the worst event name and all of it. Battle rap, Nastyalgia or whatever it's called, is also this weekend. We'll have to recap that after it's done. But shout out to the trenches. And Head Ice first. Easy's on there. I think there's some other good battles on there, but we don't got a whole lot of time to get into that. We'll do the recap.
Oh God, that is a nasty name though.
Yeah,
Let's
I don't
call
know.
it nostalgia. I think it's New York versus Philly is the theme of the card. So you got Easy Head Ice, Bill Collector Snake Eyes, Rosenberg P, Reed Dollars Cortez, Muwap. Ooh, now I ain't gonna hold you. Muwap Authentic, one of them ones. Okay.
I'll watch that. Yeah. Yep, I'll
watch it. Hey man, somebody send me cash out me some bread so I can buy at least one of these pay-per-views. This is an expensive battle rap weekend. It's one of those where my wife look at the bank and be like, What is this? What is $50?
I got a little extra money this week, man. A lot of people have been sending me $40 for these fantasy football, so we'll just spend it on battle rap pay-per-view. Spend the block later.
And I don't want to sell them short. Leland versus Bomb the Don. I think that's what that says. Hold on, let me see. I'm assuming that's Bomb the Don. It says BMB the Don. So that's the card for. I'm calling it nostalgia. I'm not calling it nasty out or whatever that's supposed to be. Respectfully easy. Shout out to you. Last thing I want to say, are you gonna jump on this trend of battle rappers doing they 50 to get in?
Yeah, I got 50 Flintstone push-ups. I just bought them. 50 Flintstone push-ups. I'm about to eat 50 orange sherbet Flintstone push-ups.
Hey, JC, I'm about to block you. You show up with more bad news, bro.
Yeah,
don't
JC,
don't show up with no more bad news, JC. He put in the chat that Muwap versus Authentic's not happening.
I'm in a parallel universe. I'm getting ready to be on a VR league, and all we seeing today is JC and bad news. Like, come on.
And on that note, you can check out every episode. Hold on. I'm sorry. Let me get this last one out the door.
Nasty dollar.
You can check out every episode of Mr. Black and White Thing by going to the podcast app of your choice, wherever you get the good podcasts, searching for Brains and Bars. You can also check us out on YouTube at Brains and Bars. Hit the like, hit the notification bell, share, hit the comment section. We talk back. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's them boys again. You can also follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok at Brains and Bars. Until next time, it's been a Black
and White
Thing, man. We holler at y'all next week, man. Y'all be easy. Safe travels to you, sir. And I will see you next week.
All right. Peace.